Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you until 5 o'clock. Until 5 o'clock. Let's get right into it. I don't have time to mess around because clearly by the time you know it's going to be a short show. Robert Willis. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Got Maria Smith in the house representing North College Hill. Good afternoon, Maria. Brent. Brent wants to know, is he in the top five? He's representing Boston today. Regina Denson Griffin representing Madisonville. Good afternoon. And Pamela Kinney. Good afternoon. Representing North Avondale. She rounds out the top five. DeWanda Wise Hunter. Happy Friday to you. We got David Herring in the house. Good afternoon. He's representing Westchester. Good afternoon. Let me see. Steban. Good afternoon. Also representing Westwood. Sierra. Representing Boston. She says sun's about to set at 4:15. It does get earlier and earlier. Lamont. Representing Westwood. Good afternoon. Samuel Campbell Jr. out there in Oakley. Good afternoon. David says the theme has too much treble. I don't know what to tell you. That's just the way it is. Brenda Early out there in Fairfield. Good afternoon. Tanika in Orlando. I saw your desserts. They look good. I can't say that they good until I taste them. I've never tasted your desserts, but they did look good. I'll give you that. Good afternoon out there in Orlando. Lewis out there in Sharonville. Good afternoon, Lewis. Brother Danelle representing College Hill. Good afternoon. Brian says greeting from historic Glendale. All right. Munching on a payday mini. What's the point in a payday mini? Other than to make you mad? That's just for me, though. You know, I'm addicted to the sugar. Deshaun C. Good afternoon. Checking in from my skin. Okay. Ben. Representing the Pleasant Ridge. Good afternoon. Twin say, what's hood, E-Man? He's seeing my security back. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, let's see. You know what happened the last time you received a dessert like the one from whole different wife. So I'm pretty sure I would not have that issue this time around. This is a different, reasonable wife. So I'm pretty sure I would not have those issues. Hold on, I got to do something over here. I think is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. Scroll down just a little bit. Okay, I did that. Do that. Okay. All right. So, Erica Hummins in the house. Good afternoon, representing Reading. All right, let's see what we got to talk about today. I'll start out. Ron say what's good. And Jeannie in the house. Good afternoon. We got Crystal representing the Christ Hospital. Good afternoon. I'll start out with. Let's start out with just a little bit of Trump news. Just a little bit. And I'm not even going to be really critical of him today. Trump saying that he wants Kennedy, RFK Jr. And I'm looking at some of the stuff that they're reporting and that Robert Kennedy has said that he wants to change. And some of this stuff I'm not against. Some of it I'm not against. You know, they always go just a little too far, but let me explain something. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm an actual independent. Just in this sense, I can look at stuff that Republicans do and say, that's good, I agree with that. I can look at some stuff that Democrats do and say, I don't agree with that. That's bad. And I would be a Democrat if Democrats aligned with more of my social views. Like, I'm against abortion. I think it should be legal. I think you should have, get to make that choice. But I'm against it. And the Democratic Party, they seem to be very pro-abortion, not necessarily pro-choice. The Democratic Party seems to be very pro-abortion. And I just can't get with that. And it's little things like that. The whole trans thing. You can have a right to do whatever it is that you want to do. But I'm not, pro-trans. It seems like they put me in a position where wait a minute. I'll have to look at that. They put me in a position where I have to make decisions like that. I can't get with some of the stuff so I can't be a Democrat. That whole vaccine thing where they were trying to force people to get vaccines. Democrats was 100% behind that. I just can't get with stuff like that. So there are things that Democrats do. A lot of it being on the social side of stuff that I just can't support. So I can't be, I'm a Democrat. I just can't do it. And some of this stuff that RFK Jr. wants to do, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. He wants to conduct studies on vaccines. And I'm not in the whole camp of vaccines cause autism. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in that camp. I don't know. But I'm not in that camp. I don't necessarily believe it to be true because I know a whole lot of people who got vaccines and they're not autistic. They're not autistic. So, but he's about studying vaccines. Now, they say some public health experts say they are unlikely to trust any vaccine studies released by Kennedy. People want to enjoy the science that they agree with. And if it's science that they don't agree with, then what are you doing?
Just looking at the show.
You vexing me. You all up on me.
Okay.
I need a little, every once in a while, Ian needs some elbow room. Oh, I gotta grab the phone. Caller.
Okay, I'm a chill, for real. You hear me?
I can hear you. Is this Ron?
Yes.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Hey, what number came up? I mean, did my regular number come up?
You want me to say the number that came up?
No, my regular number, it's my business number. So did my 6114 come up?
No.
Man, I'm having a problem with my phone. Okay, but anyway, so I totally agree with you, and I agree with everything you said, right?
I did not know that, but now I do.
Now, Well, I mean, you know my opinions about that stuff. Now, it's a trip because now the picks that Donald Trump picked
Hmm.
for everything right now in his administration,
Right.
you know, everybody said that they would go with Trump or go with Biden if they had to wheel him into the White House. And a whole bunch of people said that it's not about Joe Biden, but about the people around him. Now,
Well, no. Well,
everybody,
I'll say for me, it was more about Trump. My vote was a vote against Trump.
yeah, but they said that that Joe Biden would have the people around him to be able to conduct the business as usual, and of course, right now, other people are running the country with Joe Biden, and that's obvious. Now, the picks that Trump picked, first of all, Matt Gaetz, he's not going to get confirmed. I think that Trump only picked Matt Gaetz to get him out of the Senate because Kevin McCarthy can't stand his ass, and he's a disruptor. So he's not going to get confirmed. But anyway, everybody that he does get confirmed will have other people around him, around them. So I'm I'm with the picks that he picked right now. It's just about the people that are around him and just get to the government. I'll be
Uh,
glad when he gets. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm not sure. I'm still looking into some of these picks, and a lot of them are sketchy.
Which one you think is sketchy?
Almost all of them.
Besides the Matt Gates,
What's the name? The Fox News dude, who's
Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think he can effectively do the job,
How?
but
How?
wait, this is. I think he can effectively do the job with the people that are around him, but you know, some women they enlist to go in combat. So you know they that's what they want to do, and I think that's a little shaky, but
Okay, may I ask you?
like I said,
Let me ask you this, Ron. In all seriousness,
uh-huh,
do you believe
yeah.
if Donald Trump, of all the picks that he has so far, if he ordered one of those picks, or whatever, order might not be the best word, if he told one of those picks to do something that was against the outside of the framework of the Constitution, do you think they push back on him?
The only one that I would have questions about pushing back on him would be Elon Musk because I know he doesn't understand the Constitution and he's not a lawyer. He's not. I mean, he's a genius, but his genius is excuse me, and not in politics. And I don't think it's a conflict of interest for him to do what he's doing. As long as he's transparent. But I think he's the loose one if anybody was loose.
So
He's the
you
loose one.
believe, just so I'm clear, you believe if Trump told Matt Gaetz to go prosecute Barack Obama, then Matt Gaetz would say, "Hold on, Mr. President."
No,
Um,
no, I wasn't even considering Matt Gates because he won't get confirmed. I think I think Matt Gates would do anything that the president wanted him to do, and people around him would have to say, you can't do that.
and same with what's his name again? Pete. What? I don't want to butcher his name.
He had said, he gonna go by the Constitution.
You
He
believe
gonna go
that?
by the Constitution.
You really
Yeah,
believe that?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Tulsi Gabbard. You
I
believe
mean,
Tulsi
I've
Gabbard
been
gonna
watching
say,
him for years.
"No, Mr. Trump, I will not do that. I won't." spy on U.S. citizens
Oh
for
no,
you.
hell
You
no,
you
no,
believe
no, no,
she'd
no,
say
no, no,
no?
no. Pete, no. Pete wouldn't do that shit. Hell no. I'm sorry.
Tulsi,
I
Tulsi. I'm
just
talking about
looked in little baby
Tulsi.
behind you.
I'm talking
I'm
about
sorry.
Tulsi. You think Tulsi would say no, Mr. President?
Tulsi would say no.
Huh, I don't. I
Tulsi
see.
would
I
say
don't. I
no.
don't share your optimism
But
about
see,
these people's
but see,
loyalty to
I
the
mean, I've been
Constitution.
watching these folks. I've been watching these folks for years and how they move. Now, I can't, I can't see, their personal life and then see, what their personal life is. I ain't watch them like a spy, but I'm watching how they move. Just like everybody watch how Kamala and all the other people move. So I'm judging by the way some things have been done, and judging by the way uh, uh, they move. And Tulsi Gabbard and Pete Hegseth, I know wouldn't do anything that just they wouldn't do anything that the president said.
Yeah.
They no.
I don't share that same thought. But okay, I asked your thoughts and
Yeah,
you gave them to me.
yeah. But um, I want to say something about what you said.
All right.
You know, that was exactly my point. You know, with everything I said, with the past, what 8 years. I mean, not eight, but somewhat. You know, when when you give a teenager puberty blockers, and I mean, this the thing is when you say it, puberty blockers, blocking the puberty that young kids go through naturally. You gonna give them puberty blockers when they can't, they can't even, and that's what I was saying also. They can't even effectively choose a sexual partner. They, you know, they gonna give them puberty blockers when they know that the brain of a young person isn't really mature until the age of what is it, 25 to 27.
Yeah, that's what they say.
And they giving them puberty blockers at the age of 13. And like you said, the Democratic Party was just gung ho on that. And I mean, and what you said about everything else. That was just my point in the voting for Trump. And again, I didn't vote for Trump, and I would have, but Byron Donald wasn't the VP and all of that other stuff. But I would have, and that was why I threw my support behind Trump. It wasn't about the man Trump. It wasn't about the man Trump.
It
It
sounded
was
like it
about.
was.
I'm sorry.
It sounded like it was.
Yeah, but I want to clear it up because it wasn't about the man Trump. It was like you said, you were not voting for Joe Biden. You were voting against Donald Trump,
Hmm.
and I wasn't voting pretty much against Kamala Harris and Joe Biden as much as I was the Democratic Party and establishment. Period. It wasn't them. It wasn't the individual. It was all of that stuff, and we got a problem. We got a problem with our young man. We got a problem with our young folks in every capacity. In that those people feeding them that transgender stuff and an abortion is a problem with you young folks, and guns are a problem with young folks, and they didn't address all of those issues,
Well,
and
the Republicans didn't
they
address the Republicans want more guns in the hands of young
But see,
folks.
no, I don't have no problem with guns. I
You
have a
just said
problem with
guns.
teenagers and young folk getting these guns.
Right. The
But
Republicans don't want to do anything to stop teenagers and young folks from getting the guns.
you know, I tend to disagree. You know, I mean that's why they had passed that bipartisan bill earlier, and I can't remember what it was, but it was a bipartisan bill in order to address guns.
Well,
But
just hold on,
like,
just help me out. What is it that Republicans want to do to limit young people's access to guns?
no, because you gonna throw me off.
Oh,
My thing, my thing is, you know, like I said prior, I've been voting Democrat down the ticket since I was 18. I'm 56. I've been voting that shit. I've been voting them in to office since I was 18 years old.
right.
And
I get it.
it's it, but now if you paying somebody, if you say giving somebody some money to save, and you give them $300 a month, and you go back and you go back 45 years later, and you ask them, hey, you know, can I get a little bit of that money now? And he say, oh, I ain't got it. I ain't got it. Where is that? I ain't got it. What my point is I've been voting for them for 45 years, and I ain't got no return. And you got to be honest. We and I don't know if you've been voting Democrat, you know, like I did, but we haven't gotten a return. We haven't gotten a return. This election it wasn't close, but this election, you know, Al Sharpton and all them other little folks, and especially Al Sharpton, they used to kick it. Donald Trump and them used to kick it, and you know, hey man, you like Van Jones did for that program that let all those folk out of jail. Van Jones went to Trump, and I can't remember what my thoughts getting a hold to me, but Van Jones went to him and asked him to do that, and you know he did that, and nobody asked Trump, hey man, you know we can do this, and that for black folks as much as they needed or as much as they wanted our vote.
Wait,
And
what do you mean?
they didn't.
Wait. People did go to Trump and say, we can do this for black folks. People did.
Who?
Ice Cube, for
People
one.
did it. No. First of all, I mean, because see, that's the reason that that and I wish I could what's that?
But hold on. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people have gone to him with a lot of ideas for black people. Donald Trump don't
and
like
he's
black people.
implemented some of them, and he's implemented some of them.
Donald Trump don't like black people.
You,
But
no,
putting that aside,
but you
but
know,
putting
but
that
that's
putting
a
that
lie.
aside, putting that aside,
But that's a.
but putting that aside.
But wait a minute.
No.
If
I got your point.
If he didn't like black people,
Ron, I take your point. All right, but now let's go back to something. You know, put a period on that point because I got you. I understand how you feel, and you got a right to feel that way. Now I want to ask you. What is it that the Republicans have put in place to keep guns out of the hands of teenagers?
I mean, it ain't nothing. You know, they just ain't taking and stealing the guns away from the teenagers. It ain't nothing like that. But they put forth a bipartisan bill to do something. I can't remember what it was, but it was a bipartisan bill that was signed, like 18 months ago, and that's what they run on, and that's what both of them ran on, Republicans and Democrats. But,
all right, well, do me a favor, because I know you're good at this. Look it up for me and hit me back on what Republicans' position is and how they want to get and how they want to and how they want to. Let me get it out. Let me get it out. I didn't come on. I didn't interrupt you. Let me just get it out.
Okay, go ahead.
Look it up for me and hit me back and let me know what the Republicans' position is or what it is that they actually want to do to get guns out of the hands of teenagers. If you can,
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Now, what are the Democrats doing?
I would say that they're putting forth efforts to do gun control. They want, of course, like background checks and things like that.
Are doing.
Huh?
That's what the Republicans are doing.
No, the Republicans don't want. The Republicans don't want gun control. The Republicans don't want any form of gun control.
But that's not true. They just put forth a bipartisan bill for that.
Again, that's why I told you, look it up. Look it up and just hit me, because you can't even remember what it is. So look it up and just hit me back and let me know. Correct me where I'm wrong. I want to be corrected.
Okay. But let's be fair.
I am.
I'll do that for the Republicans.
Uh-huh.
And you do that for the Democrats.
Okay,
you come back Monday.
I will do that, but just to be clear, you're the one who said that you wanted. Can I get the statement out? Can I get my statement out before you?
Okay.
You're the one who said that one of your big issues was getting guns out of the hands of teenagers, and that was one of the reasons why you decided to vote more Republican. And that's why I'm asking you.
That ain't the biggest issue. Hell, that ain't the biggest issue.
Okay, that's fine. It might not be the biggest issue, but that's why I'm asking you, what have Republicans done for one of your issues?
Hey, you know what? It's a trip. I don't understand you.
What?
How often have you voted Democrat?
I vote for Democrats a lot.
99% of the time? 98%?
If you want to say that, sure. We'll say 98% of the time.
Okay, so how long you been voting?
Since I was 18.
Okay, so that's about 50 years. Oh, no, no, I'm sorry. That's about 40 years.
Okay.
Just about, right?
Okay, yeah, just about.
Okay, what have you seen change in your 40 years for democratic change? Well, a democratic change. What have you seen in the last 40 years that's positive? And what do you know that the Black Congressional Caucus has done in the last 40 years?
Well,
Black Congressional Caucus.
Well, one thing that I saw change is the way that we deal with health care for people. And the Affordable Care Act was passed, and it allowed a lot of people who otherwise would not have been able to get insurance to get insurance. Did you know that barbers, hairstylists, and things like that, if they don't take the Affordable Care Act, if they don't take the insurance, they have to pay a penalty at the end of the year, and most of the penalties are $3,000. And when the Affordable Care Act was done, everybody's insurance premium went up. That's not true.
They went up.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. I was working for Humana.
Hold on.
I was
How
working
you
for
gonna
you
tell
now.
me
And
I had a job that supplied insurance and my premium didn't go up? I
your
remember when it
premium
was
didn't go
passed,
up at all.
and my premium did not go up.
All right. The majority of premiums went up.
Well, that's not what you
The
said. You
majority of
said
premiums went
everybody's,
up.
and that's
And,
not
and
true.
it was not it was not cost effective, and it's a trip. The one thing that it was, you know, it was complimentary is the fact that the pre-existing conditions were included. They couldn't deny for pre-existing conditions,
That's a good thing.
and you know, yeah, that's a good thing. That's
So
a good
there you
thing.
go. There's something
But
that
but wait,
Democrats did
but
that
wait.
was positive in the last 40 years.
Okay. That took 40 years to get.
No, that didn't take 40
That's
years.
all.
That took Obama. What was
That's
that?
all. Well, and it's a
Two,
trip.
three,
That's
3
all.
years to get.
That's all.
Well,
That's all in 40 years.
I didn't say that was all.
That's all. I mean, that's all.
Are you listening to me?
I'm listening to you.
Okay, I didn't say that was all. And this
Oh,
wasn't a conversation.
I'm asking.
And this, I said no, that's not all. But this wasn't a conversation about what have the see. Here's the funny thing. When like I told you, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican.
I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent, just like you.
No.
I'm an independent, just like you.
I kind of reject that because
No,
the whole premise
you know
of this portion of the conversation, Ron, has turned from what we were talking about to you trying to big up Republicans and bash Democrats. I'm not trying to do that.
I'm not trying to big up Republicans.
You are.
I'm speaking from an independent point of view.
I don't think you are.
I'm speaking from an independent point of view.
I don't agree.
I'm not bigging up the Republicans.
Of course you are.
Where did I big up the Republicans?
You talked about. Can I get it out?
Yeah, where?
You talked about how the Republicans are doing these great things that you agree with, even to the. Can I get it out, Ron? Ron, can I get it out?
What great things?
Ron, can I get it out? Even to the point where you talked about Republicans trying to get guns out of the hands of teenagers.
No, no.
You did say that.
I didn't big up Republicans. Well, if I big up the Republicans, if I bigged up the Republicans, I said what the Republicans would do. What did I say? They did.
They didn't, and they don't believe in any gun regulation.
Did I say they did anything?
Yes.
Wait. No. I said a bipartisan bill. I didn't say the Republicans did anything.
You did. I asked you. No,
anything.
Ron. I asked you a simple question. What have Republicans done to get guns
I
out of the
said
hands of
bipartisan.
teenagers?
I said a
And
bipartisan
you said
bill.
about.
What-
So how do you? Are you listening
A
to
bipartisan
yourself?
bill.
Hold on. You can't.
Huh?
Either you're not listening to yourself, or you're not understanding what you're saying.
Wait a minute. Said you asked me what the Republicans done. I said they didn't do anything. I said they did
No, you
a bipartisan
didn't.
bill about 18 months ago.
You
How
did.
was that big enough to Republicans?
That's not what you said. But
What did I
I'll
say?
allow you to
What did
amend
I say?
your comment.
What did I say?
You said, when I asked what did the Republicans do, you said, well, they just signed this bipartisan bill. They do want to get guns out the hand of teenagers.
Jesus. I said they passed a bipartisan bill.
Right.
Right?
And you use
How is that big?
as as somehow attributing to Republicans that they've done something about teenage
Hey, man,
gun use.
you are crazy. It's a trip that and it's a trip. I'm your brother. And it's a trip. You just want to.
Are you really not hearing yourself?
One up me or some shit.
Ron, are you
I
really?
mean, that's just crazy. No, because that's crazy.
Ron,
You
are you
said,
really not hearing yourself?
You asked me a question. You asked me a question.
Oh my
I
God.
gave you an answer, and then you trying to say I'm big up in Republicans. But it's an obvious lie. It's an obvious lie,
Well, it's
and
not.
you crazy
We
for
all
doing
heard you
that.
say it.
It
We all
how
heard you say it
you gonna call me your brother and then say that shit like that?
because we heard you say
You
it.
no, you twisted what I said.
I did.
What I said. eh,
This is always
I,
funny to me. It's
Emmanuel,
always Ron.
Emmanuel,
Ron,
bye,
it is.
Emmanuel.
Have a
You,
good day, Ron.
what?
It's always funny to me when people say something and then you repeat to them what they said, and they say, "You trying to make me look bad." I just said what you said. You putting words in my mouth. I said what you said. Who brought up a bipartisan bill to get guns out of teenagers' hands? I didn't bring it up. I'm not aware of such a bill. So I didn't bring it up. I didn't bring it up. I asked the question, what have Republicans done to get guns out of the hands of teenagers? And he said, they signed a bipartisan bill. I didn't bring it up. You brought it up. So you said it, and then I repeat what you said, and you say that I'm trying to make you look bad. I don't want you to look bad. That's not my goal. It's not. If you say it, own that you said it. Don't be mad at me because I repeated what you said. That's why I asked him, go and look up the bipartisan bill and tell me what's in it. Because I'm not aware of the bill. So why would I bring up something that I'm not aware of? I didn't bring it up. You brought it up as credit for Republicans doing something to get guns out of the hands of teenagers. Twin.
What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, no, I can't call it. You all right, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh. That's, I see you like to get people lawnmower started, I see. You can't go a day without getting that lawnmower started, huh?
If I'm being honest, we started. I thought we were gonna have a good, calm conversation.
You know that's not gonna happen.
Because
you already know.
he was agreeing. He was agreeing with what I said, and then I asked him. It did turn left when I asked him what, because he said one of his issues was getting guns out of the hands of teenagers. Again, I didn't bring that up. He brought it up. And so I asked him, what have Republicans done to do that? And that's where it turned left, because they haven't done anything. So I didn't turn it left. I didn't get him revved up. I just asked a question. I thought maybe he was going to give me, when I ask questions, I'm asking for information. So if he would have been like, yeah, they proposed this thing to get guns out of the hands of teenagers, then I'd have been like, all right, I need to look that up. But
I thought them Republicans, though, back in the day, they was, if you was going to take them guns, boy, it was going to be a problem, like.
yes.
Especially, they was that. I remember that, because what was that? What's his name? Ross Perot or something like that?
Well,
he was definitely, ain't his name Ross Perot? That, I think I'm saying it right.
No, Ross Perot is a person. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that his position, about what his position was on guns. And he ran
remember he was running for president at one time?
Yeah, he ran as an independent, a third party candidate.
And he was definitely for them guns. He said he didn't care, just shoot them dead and all that extra stuff he was saying. I remember that. So them Republicans, them good old boys, they wasn't having that, man. Especially they going with the what's that, the NRA and all that. No, you ain't about to take our guns and all that. Emanuel, I don't know, Emanuel. I look at it like this. Bipartisan, what is that? when they two come together on agreement about same issues or whatever, or
But
ways, or something like that.
When, let's just, for the simplicity's sake, when a Republican and a Democrat work on a bill together,
Yeah.
they would consider that a bipartisan bill. And if Republicans and Democrats, vote in
Thanks.
relatively, I'm gonna say even numbers to pass the bill, then you say it passed with bipartisan support.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure I was saying this, making sure that was right or whatever.
Yes.
Buddy, man. You good to go? I'm sorry, man. Yeah, buddy, man. I look at it like this, man. To be honest, man, I'm not, with the politician and all that. I really didn't. Like I said before, if I ain't tell you, I just voted for Obama and stuff because he was black and I thought he was going to do something. But with that being said, man, they really haven't did nothing for the Democrats, man. For the people, Democrats ain't really did nothing for the people. In my eyes, as I see it, they haven't, man.
Okay.
You know what, Emanuel?
Yes, sir.
You know what killed them?
What's that?
When they came out, the Latinos killed them with the votes, and Obama killed them with the votes. When you start going against your own kind, especially a man and everything, people go against you. But we got sympathy for people. We like, okay, we took it on the chin and all that, but he was bogus for saying it. He been saying this like 15, 20 years. People don't know that. See, Jesse Jackson, Obama, he been talking down on black men forever. 15, 20 years. See, Jesse Jackson shut him down. Hey, man, you got to calm that noise. And he said, oh, yeah, okay. And then he did it at the Black Caucus gala party one time in Chicago. It was nothing but a bunch of black men in there. He did it there. So he when they say what they say, I'm just not gonna look out for black America. I'm gonna look out for all Americans. We know who you go look out for. You's a puppet for them.
Wait,
all you Democrats.
Stop. You can't say that.
I can't say what.
We know who you gonna look out for. They said all Americans, right?
They both of them said it. We're not just gonna look out for black people. We gonna look out for the Americans.
Right.
And all
so
that.
that's what
you
that
know
means.
who you go. You know who you go look out for.
Who?
You're not gonna look out for no damn. You ain't worried about little Pookie and Latasha down there. You're not worried about the hood. So gone with that. That non-profit organization. Bull crap y'all bring in the community, gone with that.
Twin, you can't have it. You can't have it both ways. Because you can't have it both ways. We had a conversation yesterday about who Donald Trump was talking about. And the point that you made yesterday is if he didn't explicitly say white people, then he wasn't talking about white people. So if they say I'm looking out for all Americans, if they don't explicitly say I'm not looking out for Ray Ray and Pookie, then you can't say, based on your logic yesterday. Now, I'm hoping your logic hasn't changed from yesterday to today. You can't say today. They didn't explicitly say this, and I just have a feeling I know what they mean. You can't know what they mean today, but you were so clueless yesterday.
I wasn't clueless yesterday, man. It is what it is.
You pretended then to be clueless.
But I'm telling you what really killed them and everything. What really killed him, he should have just shut his mouth, man. Trying to downplay the black men and everything else. Just shut up. You've been doing this 15, 20 years. That's all. And they puppets. Like I said, they puppets, Emanuel. They ain't for us.
They said
like
they for all
dude,
Americans.
Kendrick Lamar came out there with that song. They not like us. He was telling the truth.
They said they're for all Americans, which means
That
they're
ain't
for
for
you.
us.
Are you an American? Are you an American?
Yes, I'm American. I was born here, right?
Then they for you. They didn't explicitly say they wasn't. And I'm using your logic from yesterday. So you can't call in here one day with one set of logic when you defending Trump and then call in with a different set of logic when you bashing Obama.
Hey, man, what kind of shirt you got on?
What do you mean?
What's that? What shirt? What is that?
It's
a dress shirt or a regular shirt?
It's a little corduroy shirt that I use as a little jacket. Why?
You didn't wear it yesterday, did you?
I didn't.
Oh, okay. You changed to something new, right?
Not my logic.
No, you changed to something new, right?
Not my logic.
Quit-
Changing your logic and your shirt are so totally different. It's not even something. I hope you change your shirt, your socks, your drawers every day, but not your principles.
I just don't understand.
You can't use jacked up logic to defend Trump.
No,
and
it's
then
not no
reverse
jacked up
that
logic.
jacked up
A logic is a
to
logic,
bash
however you put
Obama.
it, man. Ain't no jacked up logic. Go on with the see. You like to argue with people and debate whatever, man. Come on, man. You better than that, man.
No,
You're a grown man.
You just say some stuff.
No, man.
That
No, I don't, man.
you don't say stuff.
Cause the point is that, man, people just get tired of the Democrats. They woke up now. They woke and everything. They thought they was gonna have this strong look of 08 remix or whatever. Oh, now when he got elected, they came out heavy. No, it's over with. Just like what Trump played everybody and everything, especially them Latinos. If he sent them back, man, he cold blooded. But it is what it is. But man, I just hope they get it together.
I hope they get it together.
But them picks though he got, man, he got some heavies, man.
Heavies?
He got some heavies.
What do you mean when you say some heavies?
Heavyweights.
What do you mean?
I'm saying heavyweights, man.
Right. What do you mean by that?
Some, I don't know, man. Some probably. I hate to say it, man. They ain't gonna go by the Constitution and all that problem.
That's not a good thing.
Huh?
That's not good.
I know. Especially that.
Why you happy about
Especially that Matt Gates, or what was it, Matt Gates, whatever his name.
Yeah, whatever his name.
Yeah. That's his name, right? Matt Gates.
I believe it's pronounced Gates, but I could be wrong.
Geets, whatever his name.
Yeah, that's what I said, whatever.
He got out of that jam and everything, and even though he got them tree jumping cases, and I don't know him, man. It is what it is, man. Just hope for the best. We can't keep on throwing that Project 25 and all that extra stuff, man. Just go with the flow.
So you're comfortable with them not abiding by the Constitution?
You said what?
You're comfortable if they don't follow the Constitution?
Don't put that in my head, man. I ain't say nothing like that.
You said they're not gonna obey the Constitution.
I said it looked like some of them not.
Right.
Look like, man, they
and you
real
kind of
true
laughing
redneck.
about that, and you're saying, "Hey, it's just go with it."
That's all you got to do. What we gonna do? Anybody out there to defend us? What Democrats up there saying, "Hey, man, this y'all dead wrong"? Not no representative, none of them. And he ha with Trump yesterday, man. I was like, hey, when this take place?
So
you got to come up with a transition. I thought this was. I thought you won't see him till next January.
So you're saying that you're comfortable with them not following the Constitution?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. So you don't put nothing in my head, man. I didn't say that. That's you thinking that. I didn't say that.
Okay.
Come on, man. I ain't say that. I said I know they probably look like they not. They go make up their own rules.
You said just go with it. Just go with it.
Huh?
You said just go with it.
We don't have no choice. Who go stand up for us, man?
That's
one of them Democrats.
Nobody. We don't have no choice. You're right.
Huh? You can't hold nobody accountable no more.
You're right.
Or never did.
You're
or whatever. You can't hold nobody accountable, right?
Yes, you're right.
Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
No, for real. All jokes to the side.
You're 100% wrong, but for the sake of argument, you're right.
Come on, man. Be real, man.
I am. I don't know how to be any more real about this, but logic is just out of the window now. You say one thing, and then I say what you said, and then you say, don't put words in my head or whatever. And then you say that I don't know what we're doing.
No, because you be trying to twist it up. And I just said hey, the ones he picked and stuff, and going off what they say in their background seem like they didn't go fall in line with the Constitution. That's what I said.
And you was grinning about it.
How am I grinning? I'm
You
talking to you.
said,
Man,
what are you?
come on.
You wasn't laughing.
I was laughing and everything. I'm not grinning now.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. You're right.
I'm
You're
not
right.
grinning now, man. Come on, man.
I don't
You
even,
like nitpicking and stuff, man. For what? Get people. I'll peep your game, man. Already, man. What you be doing? Falling that bait is over. Catch. Come on, in, man. What you shaking your head now? I can't see.
I can't breathe, bro. I gotta go.
Tell baby girl to give you CPR, son.
I'll tell her.
All right, you be safe, man.
All right.
I'll go ahead and talk about me. I'll listen.
Just a little bit. All right. Oh my God. Oh my God. What happened? I don't know. All my streams went offline for a minute. Are y'all there? Can anybody see me? Just type yes or something like that in the screen, because over here it looks like all my streams went offline for a minute. Okay. I don't know something happened here. Okay. Yeah, I keep telling y'all, there's an epidemic here of people saying things. And then you repeat what they said. And it's the same thing. You repeat what they said, and then they get upset. Here's what I've learned. Sometimes people don't think things all the way through, and they say stuff. They saying stuff. And then out of nowhere, you say and they hear it back, and they realize how foolish it sounds, and they don't want that attributed to them. So they're like, no, don't put that on me. But it's exactly what you said. I just repeated what you said. And it's an epidemic. Oh my goodness. See, Shahara. Shahara says you must have a lot of patience to have the same conversations with people nearly every day and every week and really expect them to understand what you're trying to say. What I really try to do, they think I'm trying to trick them. So what I be trying to do is establish something, right? Again, I told you, I look at conversations as like a mathematical equation, right? So you have to establish something. And you got this big, complex mathematical equation that takes up, I'm old, so I still remember chalkboards, to take up 4 chalkboards. So you got to start by establishing some simple things like 2 + 2 = 4. And if we can agree that 2 + 2 = 4, then we can, kind of extrapolate that. Now we agree on how addition works. But when you get stuck at 2 + 2 = 4, and they like 2 + 2